about what actually makes us happy versus what the media and commercialism and society has told us will make us happy, I think it's one of the greatest eye openers that every human being should understand, that it is about purpose and giving and friendship and relationships and family and connection, and the list goes on.
Can I be so bold to say that, I mean, really what GenWell is about is like the good life? I mean, it seems like really it's like a reconception of what we mean to be happy and meaningful and successful. It used to be, up until relatively recently, the nice house, the fancy car, and like the luxury vacations. Nothing wrong with that. But there wasn't any real conception of solidarity behind that. That was really individually focused success and largely material. And I think we're starting to see, with all these sort of constellation of events, gun violence, lack of civil political discourse, loneliness, addiction, deaths of despair, that at the center of it, as you said, is social health. Are you arguing basically for a reconception of what it means to be successful in the modern era that includes others in that? Or is that a bit of a reach?
I wouldn't say, again, I want to start by getting people to take baby steps to build back better human connection into their life, because they now understand why. But I guess if you actually, if you look at the longer term, again, our goal is to create a global movement here. We're starting in Canada, but we have people participating in our movement from around the world. The US is actually, we have more people on our newsletter in the US than we do in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Now, obviously, you're 10 times the size, so
That's
from a
right,
percentage, but we have people in the UK, Australia, South Africa, all over Europe, all that get our monthly newsletter, which they can sign up for at genwellproject.org. The longer term goal is to build a more connected world where everybody has an opportunity to live a happier and healthier life. And I'd actually, just on that point, Doctor, I'd also throw in Dr. Laurie Santos at Yale,
Yes.
who I'm sure you're very familiar with. Her course on Coursera, which is called The Science of Well-Being. It's free of charge. And it was such an eye-opener for me. I was already doing GenWell, but when I listened to her course talk about what actually makes us happy versus what the media and commercialism and society has told us will make us happy, I think it's one of the greatest eye-openers that every human being should understand, that it is about purpose and giving and friendship and relationships and family and connection, and the list goes on, of all the things that we probably dismissed or we took for granted. But as we come out of this global pandemic, we do have an opportunity to shift some mindsets. And I think people are open for it, because I think a lot of people through the pandemic really questioned, what the heck am I doing? And so, let's hope we're here at the right time to share a message that people can take to heart and go, yeah, you know what? I am going to reach out to some old friends. I am going to talk to my neighbor. I am going to reach out to some old colleagues. I am going to become part of my community and maybe volunteer my time to do something, clean up a park, build a baseball diamond. I don't care what it is, but I'm going to reach out to other people and make a conscious effort to build more connection. I'll just check it out and see how I feel. Because if I can get you to take that action, then that's the first step of you going, wow, that really did make me feel better. And I think that's all we need people to do, is I just need you to try it, because it's not something you even consciously thought of before the global pandemic.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it's sort of a cliche, but you got to lose something in order to appreciate.
Well said.